Peeking here, guys, bringing you a review on the latest Fairy Tail chapter 537. I don't even know why I'm reviewing this. I'm not really a reviewer on Fairy Tail, to be honest. It's just something I read because I was, I just wanted to read something and see what the fuss was about. And I haven't really reviewed this series that much, especially with the fact that there's only like, what, 9 or 8 chapters left now. So it's really pointless. But this chapter, man, I had to review it for the simple sake of saying, really, like, they couldn't keep one character dead. Seriously, they couldn't keep one character dead. So, this chapter, for the most part, started off very decently, actually. Like, we get Zeref is defeated, as anticlimactic as that entire fight last chapter was, with Archaeology and Zeref and versus Natsu. Like, the way he was going out with this, his resolution at the end of this chapter was at least somewhat nice. You got Marvis coming in and professing her love for him, very much telling him that the reason she ended up, having her life force taken in the first place, despite having the same curse, was the simple fact that she doubted him in the first place. But now she's not doubting him, she loves him, she doesn't want him to die this time, and then she ends up screaming, saying she wishes him to be dead, considering he hurt her family and friends and her guild, etc, etc. It's just, the kind of things you would say when you're trying to say the opposite of what you really mean, and Zeref even understands that. And yeah, by the end of this, you got Zeref dying from Marvis' kiss, and you got Marvis dying from Zeref's kiss in a way. So it's poetic and symbolic that these two can finally rest in peace together with each other's love, as it were. And it would have been a nice way to end this chapter. You even got Zeref saying that he kind of sad that he won't be able to have some sort of resolution with Natsu, but whatever, as it were, because at least he's with her now. And yeah, like I said, it would have been a nice way to end this chapter with the deaths of Zeref finally, and Marvis as well. Though it's also anticlimactic for the simple fact that Marvis could have killed Zeref at any time basically during that period if she had just loved him, as it were. But now she does, so it's like, yeah, there you go, and they're going, floating away, disappearing into the heavens or the spirit realm or whatever the hell you call it. Like, it's just symbolic crap that I'm saying here. But the problem with this chapter is the ending. When Makarov gets revived, he opens his eyes and says, "Oh, I felt like I was dreaming. I felt like a life force went in me and woke me up," or some shit like that. And on one hand, it's nice because everyone's happy now, like, yay, the master is back. And on the other hand, it's like, bullshit. Seriously, they couldn't keep one character dead. Like, hero man, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, this is Fairy Tail, to be honest. This is what Fairy Tail is. And on one hand, I get the complaints. I do see the flaws, and at the same time, I'm like, it is what it is. It's its own thing, and it doesn't do what it wants. But I do get why people get upset, and I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about this series. Like, it is a series of a lot of aspals. I mean, I don't read this for the action, because honestly, the action and the fights, to be honest, are garbage, in my opinion. It's nothing like Bleach, One Piece, or Naruto, where there's some resemblance of excitement in that. Here, it's not very exciting. I've not seen the anime. I don't know how well the anime does it. It probably does it better and gets you more hyped up for what's going on when it comes to the action. But here, when I read it, I'm just like, I don't really care. And I mostly read it for the characters and the interactions and the sort of goofy comedy elements in that. So that's the stuff that I enjoy about this series. But this whole entire final arc, right, this whole entire war has just felt very pointless and anticlimactic. I mean, all the hype, and in the end it amounted up to nothing, basically. I mean, when you compare this to Marineford, for Christ's sake, in One Piece, or even the 4th Great Shinobi War, or even Bleach's final war, like, that stuff went out of its way to at least be very epic in scale, and characters at least died, even if it wasn't a lot, or very important ones. But here, besides the villains, I think, or some of the villains, no one of importance died. Makarov died, only to get revived again. I mean, people saw this shit coming. Like, I saw it coming, but I was kind of thinking, maybe this will be the time when they don't. But no, he didn't. He didn't let him stay dead, and now he's back. And I don't know. It's just meh. In the end, it's just like, what the hell was the point? Like, why? What was the? I don't even know what to say, really. I don't feel anything. Like, there are no stakes. This is a series where there are literally 100% no stakes. Like, it doesn't really matter. I mean, that whole thing with archaeology went nowhere in the end. We never got that fight with all the Dragon Slayers teaming up to take him on. I mean, yeah, there's 9 or 8 chapters left, so something could still come out of that. But even if it does, it's gonna be pointless and retarded. I mean, with Naruto, for Christ's sake, when they did the whole Kagyo thing, we had 10 chapters to deal with that, and it was a pretty cool 10 chapters, even if it was a bit rushed towards the end. And then, of course, we had the Naruto vs Sasuke fight, which was only like 5 chapters long, but that was basically more of an epilogue than anything. But here, like, you've beaten your 2 main villains last week in 1 chapter very quickly, and now, like, even if archaeology, for example, comes back, it's not going to be satisfying, because it's just going to be such a major ass pull, like, of all things. And I don't know, like, I don't know, I'm just very pet peeved about this entire series as a whole. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fun when it's fun, it's funny when it's funny, it's cute when it's cute, it's sexy when it's sexy, so to say. I do see the appeal of it, and in the end, I think, like, we do complain a bit too much. A lot of people do complain about the series. I mean, I didn't want to read it from the first place because people kept saying it was very terrible, and I read it and I was like, it's not that bad. But at the same time, yeah, it's very, very flawed. But still, you've got this kind of arc that could change things, that could turn things around, and it doesn't. And it's like, for once, you couldn't be different. You had to follow the same formula till the very end. I don't know, man. It's just a bit meh. Really, that's what it is. It's a bit meh. Like, it could have been better. It could have been better handled, but yeah. Overall, I don't know what else to say, man. Like, it's Fairy Tail for you. That is what it is. It's Fairy Tail. And yeah, we only got a few more weeks till it ends. And that movie, I think that was coming out or came out, I don't think even had nothing to do with the series in the end. Like, it didn't really tie in. It was just its own thing, I guess. I think. So, what was the hype about that? Like, right? Anyway, guys, as always, I hope you like my review. Like and subscribe, whatever, and I shall see you when I shall see you. Take care and bye, I guess.